Hi, my name is Emily. Thank you so much for joining me in this Vinyasa Flow class today. I just wanted to give you a couple little heads up. I am in my house, and just like all of you, I'm sure we're in shelter in place. So I apologize if any of my family members, with fur or without fur, interrupt the class. It's going to be hard to carve out the exact amount of time I have to share with you. So again, I do apologize. Secondly, I'm not going to play any music, and that way you have a better, you can better hear me. And so if you want to play your own music, feel free. Just turn on whatever you feel like flowing to, and that's great. I think that's about it. So hopefully you have two blocks if you may or may not need them, and we will get started. So let's get started on our mat. And we're going to sit in easy pose, just crisscross applesauce. And I invite you to close your eyes, or if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just gaze to the floor or maybe the end of your nose, whatever's comfortable for you. And you can place your hands wherever you like them. If you like to receive from the outside, then place your palms facing up. If you want to receive from the inside, then just place your palms facing down. Either way, doesn't matter. We're going to just lean forward slightly and lean back. And feeling your sits bones, kind of find where that center is in your body and just stop wherever that is and hold your position. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. And one more time, deep breath in and a big sigh out. I'd like to set an intention for today's practice, and you can take it or leave it. And if you have your own intention, just ignore me. But today I'd like to focus on the word of patience. I just feel like with whatever the crazy stuff is going on outside, that we're so used to instant gratification and getting things done quickly. We're just not going to be able to do that anytime soon. So if we can practice patience on our mat, then hopefully we can bring that patience off the mat. And so in order to do that, in order to practice on our mat, I would just like you to focus on a couple things, or maybe one of the things, or nothing, whatever you want. But the first thing is your transition. So in Vinyasa style class, transitions are just as important as a pose. So really, instead of just moving towards the pose, let's really focus on that transition and really being patient with that transition. Another thing is to, when you get into a pose, to maybe try not to fidget. Or if you are fidgeting, then why are you fidgeting? Or do you need to have a longer stance or wider stance, or are your arms, hurting, whatever? Pay attention to that. And also pay attention to your gaze. Where do you put it? Is it steady? Is it fidgeting too? And why? And then last but not least, of course, is your breath. Vinyasa is trying to connect one breath, one movement. So really be connected to that today if you can. And so with that, we're going to roll over our shins. We're going to come into a child's pose. So knees are wide, big toes touch. You can have your bum reaching towards your heel. And if you can't reach your heel, you can put a block in between your bum and your heel there. And then we're going to reach our arms forward, bringing our forehead towards the mat. And again, if your forehead's not reaching the mat, you can bring a block or a blanket if you have it, just to rest your forehead on there. So with eyes closed again, we're just going to focus again back to our breath. We're going to start cultivating our Ujjayi breath. Our Ujjayi breath is breathing in and out of the nose with a slight restriction on the back of your throat. Sort of creating an oceanic sound. Okay. You might be able to hear your breath. And use this breath when you're really stuck in a pose, or you're agitated or frustrated or challenging yourself. Use this breath to move your energy through your body. Slowly rise up, and we're going to bring our knees together. And again, if this hurts you to sit kneeling, you can always put a block in between your legs and rest on that. So again, let's get our centered. Feeling your center, tailbone is reaching down to the ground, shoulders are down from your ears. We're going to inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer position and twisting to the right, core engage. Inhale, center. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. And really just go at your own pace. Using again your breath to really move you through this sequence. We'll do one more time on both sides. Now inhale your arms out to a T, but really extend your fingers out wide. Chest is open. Exhale your arms across your body, doesn't matter which one, reaching towards your shoulder. Exhaling down, taking a nice rounded back. Inhale, arms open, chest open, reach. Exhale, now put the other arm on top of the arm and exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch arms. Inhale, open. And exhale, switch arms. And unfold your arms, and we're going to come into tabletop. So your hands can be under your wrists, or if that hurts your wrist, then they can be slightly behind your wrist. And if that still hurts your wrist, you can always go on your forearms. So we're going to have a nice neutral spine. Head is neutral too. And we're going to bring our core is engaged. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest and then place it in between your hands and move your knee back slightly. We'll get a nice stretch in that left thigh. Keep your left hand on the ground and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Maybe looking up, maybe not. Don't strain your neck. Tuck your back toe if you want a little bit more, and maybe extending your leg out. Really nice and strong, hips squeezing towards each other. And we're going to inhale and then exhale. Swing our right arm around and out. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring everything down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times. And exhale. One last time. Bring your knee back to tabletop and swing your hips from side to side or doing some hip circles. Again, whatever feeling good in your body. Maybe you want to do some cat-cows. Okay, come back to neutral, engage your core, squeeze your left knee into your chest and place it in between your hands. Again, maybe heel toe your knee a little slightly back, feeling that nice stretch. Right arm stays down as left arm reaches to the ceiling. Tuck your back toe and maybe lengthen out your leg. And inhale, swinging your arm around, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, put my backwards. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Place your knee down, bring your foot back, and again, rock side to side or give your body again, just whatever it's calling for. Tuck your back toe, and we're going to shoot our hips up to the ceiling into downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog of the practice. So you can pedal out your feet. You can shake your head yes or no, just letting that go. Really pushing off into the ground. Heels are reaching towards the ground. Now bend your knees and bring your chest right into your knees. Dial your heels to the left and then straighten your legs back out, kind of into a side plank. You might need to lengthen out your plank a little bit. And if you want a little bit more, you can reach your right arm up to the sky, making sure your hips are not dipping down or reaching for the ceiling. And come back down, bending your knees, turning your heels to the right, straightening your legs, and maybe lifting your left arm up. Bringing it back down, bring your knees into your chest. About one more time on both sides. So heel to the left, open up. Big inhale. Holding here. You can always bring your knee down. Sorry, I didn't say that. Exhale, bring it down. Knees into chest. Heels to the right. Straightening out, lengthening up. And bring it back down and come back to downward facing dog. Good. You can put out your knees at your feet again. Look to your hands. We're just going to take baby steps up to your hands. So walk up to your hands. Your hands should be about hip distance apart. And to measure that, you can bring your two fists together and place them in between your feet. And that's how you know where your hip distance apart is. And letting go here, ragdoll. Just letting your upper body go. Maybe grabbing your opposite elbows if you need a little more. Breathing into that back, opening up to that lower back, upper back. And maybe swinging side to side. That feels good. Let go of your hands if you grasp them and rising up. Slowly all the way, your head is last to raise up. And when it does, your arms rise up to the ceiling and exhale, hands to heart center. Let's get our Tadasana going. So heel toe your feet together, big toes touch, heels apart, or you can keep your feet hip distance apart too. So we're gonna lift our big toes up, really feeling the arch of our foot rise, and feeling the four corners of your foot. Now lower your toes down slowly, keeping the arch in your foot. Engage your quads so you lift the tops of your knees up. And your pelvis should be neutral, so not dipping forward, not dipping to back, just right. And your chest can stay open, shoulders away from your ears. Breathing. So inhale, raise your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold with nice bent knees. Exhale, halfway lift, nice flat back, pushing away on our shins so your shoulders are away from your ears. Head is in line with your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, now plant your hands on the ground. Now bring your right knee into your chest, squeezing it in, and slowly, patiently, bringing it back to the back of the mat. Your left knee now, squeezing it in. You can cat your back a little bit so you can really get in that over. And bringing it back. Now we're in plank. So again, nice neutral line of energy. Your wrists, your shoulders can be a little bit behind your wrist if that's better for you. Or you can be on your forearm. Not permanent. You're using your Ujjayi breath, staying here. Firing up you can always bring your knees down if needed. Either way, really push away the ground. Rock forward slightly. Bring your elbows into your ribs. All the way down, lowering all the way down. One piece. Good. Untuck your toes. Inhale. Cobra, chest open, shoulders away from our ears. Exit down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, now stay up here for a breath or two. Like pushing away on your pelvic floor. Feet are flat on, or tops of your feet are flat on the ground. And maybe lift your arms up just an inch or two. Shoulders away from your ears. Lowering all the way down. Push up to tabletop. Tuck your toe and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, all the air out and just step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand. Now bring your left knee into your chest and extend your foot all the way back. And then your right knee into your chest and all the way back. Plank position, rock forward, lowering all the way down. Elbows into your chest. Untuck your feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, now push up to plank if you want to, or tabletop. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, all the air out and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back. Rock forward. This way, lower halfway to Chaturanga Dandasana or all the way. Chaturanga Dandasana, then rolling over your toes, coming into upward facing dog. Lift your chest is open and your body is a couple inches off the ground. And then if you took upward facing dog, roll back over your toes into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, all the air out. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart. Catching our breath here. Finding our mountain pose, Tadasana. Catching our breath. We're gonna add on air a little bit. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, just let everything go. And slowly rise up. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now stay here for a little bit. Now bring your both arms behind your back, clasping your hands together. Trying to do a forward fold with your arms clasped, shoulders away from your ears. Don't push yourself too far, just go as far as you can. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, but keep your arms clasped behind you. If you can't keep your arms clasped, then just bring them to the side of you. Head is still neutral. Now we're going to bring our left knee into our chest, just like we did before. And slowly we're going to reach back with our foot. Finding the ground with our foot. Keep your heel up. We're finding crescent lunge. Inhale, chest open. Hips are squeezing into each other. Maybe our chest rises slightly up to the ceiling. Holding here. Making sure that your knee is tracking the pinky side of your toe. Maybe your knee is over your heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So your left arm is in front of you, your right arm is behind you. You're twisting to the right. Hips are squeezing into each other. Your back leg is really pushing back against the floor. Maybe your head is turning to the right. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms. Maybe really get another little deep back bend here. Inhale, back up. Now bend your back leg and step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, exhale, breathe it all out. What was I fall? Don't do that. Inhale up, exhale all out. Hang here. Bring your hands clasped behind your back. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, now bring your right knee into your chest nice and slowly. Core engaged. Bring your foot all the way back. Slowly. Think about it. Don't just drop. Into crescent lunge. Find the floor. Rise up. Inhale. Squeezing your hips together. If you're feeling anything in your lower back, then keep your back leg bent slightly. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left this time. So this time your right hand is in front of you. Your left hand is behind you. And you're twisting, trying to get a little bit deeper in that lunge. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms. Maybe again doing a little back bend here. Inhale, arms up. Bend your back knee and step up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hanging down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Hang here. Clasp your hands behind your back. Raise your left leg up. Slowly moving back, finding crescent lunge. Big inhale here. Exhale, get a little deeper. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. One breath here. One breath out. Inhale, arms to crescent. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Bend your back leg and jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. Hold here, clasp behind your back. Forward fold. Right knee into your chest, slowly moving back into crescent lunge. Finding your balance. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, get deeper. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. One breath here. One breath out. Inhale, back to crescent. Cactus your arms. Straighten your arms and push off the back leg. Inhale here. One more time through. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale it all out. Clasp your hands behind you. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift left knee into your chest. Last time. So make it slow and purposeful. Big inhale, chest open. Look up to the ceiling maybe. Exhale, get a little deeper. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale up, bend your back leg and jump forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lifting our right knee into our chest. Slowly bringing it back in a crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, get deeper. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. One breath here. One breath out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Arms up, knee bent and spring up. Big inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. Again, finding our center, catching our breath. If you need a sip of water or something, whatever your body needs, give it to you. Again, finding our mountain pose. You can close your eyes if you like. Now flutter your eyes open if you have them closed. We're going to move on. So we're going to sink down into a squat. And first of all, we're going to find our base and then activate our core. And then you can raise your arms up. Now I'm just going to turn over to the side really quick. Make sure your knees are not over your ankles. If so, then really push your bum back. And just look down to make sure you can see your toes. Maybe you can wiggle them, making sure you're really on your heels. Your tailbone should be nice and neutral, not sticking up, not hunched over, just rather nice and neutral. Arms are lengthening overhead, away from your shoulders. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, get slightly deeper. This is not permanent. Really getting nice and deep. Your feet can be hip distance apart or heel toe your feet together. That's totally fine, whatever's working in the body. Maybe getting a little bit deeper. Couple more breaths. Now you can lift your heels up the ground if you want a little bit more, or you can keep them down. A shaking is good. Inhale, exhale, swing your both arms to the right, bending the left arm, straightening the right arm, maybe looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, both up. Exhale, swing to the right. Inhale, both up. Exhale, swing to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, make it a little deeper. Exhale to the left. Inhale, hold here, it's almost over. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back. Lowering halfway or all the way. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Here we are again. Downward dog. Inhale your right leg up. Now really reach that heel up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Squeezing in. Inhale your leg up. Exhale, bring your knee across your body to your left elbow. Again, squeezing. Inhale your leg all the way up. Exhale, bring your leg all the way forward. And stay in that crescent lunge. So heels up, finding your base, turning on your core, then rising up and back into crescent lunge. Again, really squeezing those hips into each other. You've been here before. Maybe getting a little bit lower this time. Now clasp your hands like we did before, but this time we're just going to place them on top of our head. We're going to inhale, straightening our front leg and our arms at the same time. Exhale, get a little bit deeper in your crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lunge. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lunge. Bring your arms back up. We're going to lean forward so you're parallel. Nice parallel line here. Breathing in. Make sure your hips are still pushing in towards each other. Shoulders away from your ear. Now get on your tippy toes and maybe launch off to warrior three. You can bring your arms into prayer position if you like. Your heel's going to be facing the ceiling, toes pointing to the ground. Hips should be nice and parallel to the ground. If you need your blocks, just grab your blocks and you can use one or two blocks to steady yourself. Your neck should be in line with your spine. You can play with your arms a little bit and maybe reach your arms forward if you don't have back problems. Good, now bring your knee into your chest. Now you can hang here if you want, maybe do tree position. But if you want a little bit more, bring your left leg up over your right leg. So bending your right leg slightly. And then maybe your left leg comes once, maybe twice over your leg. Then bring your arms out and bring your left arm under your right arm. Maybe once, maybe twice. So you can be here, or you can have your hands in prayer position and just your leg over once, or just bringing it to tree, wherever you want, just holding your pose. Wherever you have it, now squeeze in everything. Really wring out your body. Maybe bringing your elbows higher up, but keeping your shoulders away from your ear. Core is engaged, maybe you're not. Now untangle everything. Come back into warrior three. Refining crescent lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So back foot is parallel with the mat. Front foot is maybe in between your foot, in between the arc of your foot. Maybe not. Finding whichever best pose is right for you. Arms are really lengthening front and back, shoulders away from your ears. Breathing. Now, straighten your front leg and turn your toes so they're both pointing in opposite corners of the room. Heels are facing in. And we're going to do some squats. So bring your arms out to a T to begin with, and we're going to inhale down, exhale up. Now you can lift your heels if you would like a little bit more. You can do this about 5 times. Go at your own pace with your breath. Really nice and controlled, slowly. Try not to fall over if your heels are up. And once you're done with those, lift your arms up, and we're going to turn to face the back of the mat. So we're doing a crescent lunge to the back of the mat. Your left leg is in front, your right leg is behind you, arms extending overhead, big inhale. Exhale, plant both hands on the big toe side of your left foot. So you're in a nice lunge position. Now you can hang here if you want to. If you want a little bit more, then try to shimmy your right shoulder underneath your left shoulder underneath your left leg. And if you need still a little bit more, you can bring your left arm out to the side. Now this is fine and great. If you want a balancing, you can squeeze everything in and balance and lifting your right arm up. So both arms are up, chest is open, head is neutral. Breathing here, wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. And everyone come back to the lunge. Step your left foot back to plank, lowering halfway or all the way. Upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Now, anytime you want to skip the chaturanga dandasana and the upward facing dog or cobra and just come straight into down dog, it's totally fine. Or if you're really tired, you can always take child's pose just to rest. Okay, so let's move on. Left leg up in the air. Left knee to left elbow, squeezing it in. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, crossing your body to your right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your left leg all the way through. Heel stays up as you rise up, crescent lunge. And we're back here again. So just shoulders away from your ears. Maybe getting a little bit deeper. Now clasp your hands, bring your hands on your head. You're going to inhale everything straight. Exhale, get a little deeper. Inhale up. Exhale, get deeper. Inhale everything up. Exhale, get deeper. Bring your arms up. Good. Leaning forward into a nice parallel line. Squeezing everything together. Now get on your tippy toes of your right foot and maybe launch off to warrior three. Again, you can get your blocks here if you need them. Now really engage your glutes and your hamstring to lift that back leg up. Try and keep those hips parallel to the ground. Finding a spot on the ground that you can gaze at, your jerski. Now come on through. We're going to come back to the eagle pose. So again, you can either stay here and just find your balance, or you can wrap your right leg over your left, maybe once, maybe twice. Then bring your arms out to a T, and then sweep your right arm under your left arm, maybe once, maybe twice. Eagle pose. Squeezing everything out, wringing out all of the toxins in your body. Maybe sitting a little lower. Maybe raising your elbows up, breathing, finding your balance. Falling over is awesome, just your body learning. Shaking is good as well. Untuck everything and bringing back out to warrior three, however you want to put your hands. Slowly coming back, crescent lunge. Now big inhale. And exhale, open up warrior two on this side. Maybe your gaze is over your middle finger. Really extending those arms out. If you're gripping your mat a lot, lift your toes up and gently place them down, making sure the energy is coming through your entire body, not just your legs. Breathing. Inhale, straighten your front leg, turning again to the right side of the room. And we're going to stay here for just a second, and then we're going to lunge to the right, getting as low as you can, lunging to the right, left. Then come back to the right, maybe getting a little bit deeper. Maybe your toe starts to reach up. You can always put your hands down. If you want to get lower, you can, and maybe try no hands down. There's lots of options here. One more time, each side. Good. Come back to center. And then come out to crescent lunge, and we're back facing the front side of the room. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Place your hands on the mat, on the inside of your right foot this time. Now, shimmy your right shoulder maybe underneath your right leg, and then maybe bringing your arm out this side. And maybe if that's not enough, you can lift your left arm up, coming into a fun airplane pose. When you're done, place your hands on the mat, step back, lowering halfway or all the way, upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands, exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to chair. And I'm going to do this the whole way through, just a little bit quicker, okay? Getting here, get deeper in your chair. Inhale, exhale, sweep your arms to the right, maybe between your heels. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweeping to the left. Inhale, center, get really deep, then forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back. You can hop back, land in bent arms, chaturanga arms. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg up. Crossing your body to your left elbow. Inhale, leg up. Bring it all the way through. Rising up, crescent lunge. Hand on your head. You can inhale, straighten. Exhale, get deep. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, get deep. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, get deep. Raise your arms up in parallel. Inhale. Exhale, lift off. Warrior three. One breath here. One breath out. Inhale, bring it all the way through to eagle pose. Wherever you are in this pose. Holding here, one breath in, one breath out. Untwisting everything, coming back into your crescent lunge, like nice and slow and controlled. Big inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. One breath here, one breath out. Open up to the side of the room, doing your plies, maybe with your heels up. 3 of these. And coming back to the crescent lunge on the back side of the room. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your hands on the inside of your left foot. Coming in here, one breath here to do whatever kind of lunge you want to do. Place your hands on the mat, step back, and we'll meet up in downward facing dog. Again, no need to do all the vinyasa. You can do your own way. As long as you meet up in downward facing dog, you're good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, cross your body, like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your leg all the way through, rise up, crescent lunge. Hands on your head, straighten and go deeper. Straighten and go deeper. Straighten, go deeper. Inhale your arms up parallel. Exhale, take off, warrior three. Okay, bring your knees into your chest nice and slowly, bringing your right knee over your left leg, once, maybe twice. Right arm under your left arm, maybe once, maybe twice. One breath here. One breath out. Untwist everything, coming back through warrior three. Don't miss it. And take crescent lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. One breath here. One breath. Open up to the side of the room. We're going to do lunges to the right and lunges to the left. Maybe get a little bit deeper. Now come back, crescent lunge to the front of the room. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your right leg, shimming your right shoulder under your right arm. One breath here. One breath out. Arms back to the mat, feet in parallel, lowering halfway or all the way, upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to your hands, exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands at our center. Go to chair. So coming back to chair, maybe lifting up your heels, getting a little bit deeper. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Nice and controlled. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, diving down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Now step or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing downward cobra. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, squeeze. Inhale up. Exhale, cross your body to your left elbow, squeeze. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your right foot all the way through. Rise up, crescent lunge. Hands on your head. Straight leg and down. Straighten your leg and down. And straighten your leg and down. Inhale to parallel. Exhale, take off warrior three. Squeeze your glutes, bring it all the way in. Nice and controlled. Left leg over the right, once or twice. Left arm under your right, once or twice. Sitting down into it. One breath here. One breath out. Untangle everything. Don't miss the warrior three. Step back into crescent. Big inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two. One breath here. One breath out. Facing the side of the room. 3 squats. Your way. Coming to the back of our mat into crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, put your hands on the mat. Coming into lunge or airplane. One breath here. One breath out. Hands on the mat. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your left leg all the way through, rising up, crescent lunge. Your hands on your head. Straighten your leg. Get deeper. Straighten your leg. Get deeper. Straighten everything. Get deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, launch off, warrior three. Coming into that fun eagle pose. Right leg over left, once or twice. Oops. Arm under your left arm, once or twice. You can always use that foot for a kickstand there. Squeezing everything in. Untangle everything. Don't miss the warrior three. As we step back into crescent lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. One breath here. One breath out. Good. Coming into center. We're going to lunge to the right, and then maybe lunge to the left with no hands. Lunge to the right, maybe lunge to the left. Come back up. We're going to reach up to crescent lunge. And exhale, plant your hands on the side of your right foot, shinning yourself under if you want to. One breath here, one breath out. Hands on the mat, we're coming into plank. Everybody stay in plank, nice and strong, your strongest plank of the day. Okay? You can have your core engaged, shoulders almost, pushing away the ground, shoulders separating. Now, I'm going to do some planks here that at any time you can come back to just a normal plank and do your workout here. If you'd like a little bit more, then follow me. Bring your right knee into your chest and bring it to your right elbow, squeezing. And then just move it to the left elbow. And then slide it back to the right. And then move it to the left. Slide it back to the right, squeezing it all in. Now plant your right foot by your right hand. Lift your right arm up to the sky, kind of what we've been doing before. This time though, put all your pressure in your right foot, lifting your left leg into your chest, and try to bring it all the way through, maybe not even touching the ground, but you can if you want. And then try to come back out of it. Squeezing up, squeeze, 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 placing your left foot down, and then coming back to plank. Let's do the left side. Inhale, your left knee into chest. Right elbow, swing it to the left elbow, swing it to the right elbow, swing it to the left elbow, right elbow, swing it to the left elbow, plant your left foot by your left hand, left arm up, lean it all into your left foot, bring your right knee into your chest, bring it all the way through if you can, and then bring it all the way back, and come back to plank. Let's do that one more time at your own pace. Step it back. Do one more time, both sides. And if you want to modify, you can just do plank and just continue with those knee swings. You can stay here, or you can just alternate your knees, whatever you need to do. Your practice. Again, now come back to plank. We're going to hang here for 30 seconds. If you want to do forearm plank, you're more than welcome to. Squeezing it in, you can do it. 20 more seconds. I gotcha. You should be shaking now, 15 seconds. You can do it. I believe in you. 10 seconds, guys. I believe in you. You can do this. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lower all the way down. Knees to the ground. Back into child's pose if you wish. Forehead on the ground. Catching your breath. Maybe getting a sip of water. If you're ready to join me, then come back up to downward facing dog. If you want to hang out in child's pose for a little bit, just come join us whenever. No problem. It's your practice again. So if you're ready to move on, then meet me in downward facing dog. So we're going to lift our right leg up to the second, reach that heel, nice. Like push away the ground, fingertips are really into the mat. Now bend your right knee and just open your hip up to the right side of the room. Or maybe even look under your armpit over to the ceiling, really activating that left leg too. Letting gravity kind of take that leg down. And then come back and let's just do some hip circles. Doesn't matter which way you start, you can be small or big. Just whatever feels good. And then pause wherever you are and just do the opposite way. Now you can continue doing hip circles or continue to open your hip, or you can flip your dog. If you'd like to flip your dog, then bring your right leg and just turn your left foot towards the back of the room along with your right foot, and then lift your hips up, and then try to maybe look towards your right arm. Okay, nice big bend. Their hamstrings and their glutes are firing on. Making sure you don't have any shoulder issues before you do this. Now take an entire exhale to come back to where you were with your your right leg up. Everyone stretch it nice and straight and bring it down. And maybe shake that out a little bit. So let's do the left side. So left leg up in the air, bend your left leg, open your hip up. Really try and get that heel towards your bum. Opening up that hip. And now bring it back to center. We're going to do some hip circles here. So again, it doesn't matter which way you go. Pausing wherever you are and go in the opposite direction. And now if you want to flip your dog on this side, then twist your right foot towards the back of the room, bringing your left foot down to meet it, and then shooting your hips up. Again, making sure you don't have any shoulder issues before you do this. Entire exhale to come back over, left leg up in the air, maybe give it a little shake, and bring it down. And now, inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bring your right foot by your right pinky. And then bring your left foot to your left side of your pinky. Coming into Yogi Squat or Malasana. Yeah. And if you want to hang out here for a little bit, you can bring a block and you can sit on top of that. That makes it easier. But make sure that your knees are staying open. They're not dumping into the center. Opening up your chest. Now, if crow is in your practice, then go ahead and do that. I'll walk you through it. If not, just try it. Even if you get to the first step, it's fine. A lot of people, when they're first trying it, they like to put a block or a blanket in front of their forehead just because they're scared of falling. So plant your hands about a foot and a half in front of you. And you're going to lift your heels up, knees into your armpit. Okay? Fingers are really spread. Now, this is as far as you can go. That's great. Leaning on your legs is awesome. Maybe lifting up a toe, maybe another toe. And if your both feet are off the ground, really trying to reach the heels to your bum, being strong in the core, bringing everything into the midline. And some people can shoot out to chaturanga. I have yet to conquer that. Good. We come back to downward facing dog. Now come to your knees. We're going to turn over. We're going to do some core. Right? Let's do it. Come into Navasana, boat pose. So core is actively engaged. If someone punched you in the gut, chest open. You can grab behind your thighs, or you can, if you need a little bit more, you can let go of your arms, of your legs. And if you still need a little bit more, you can straighten out your legs. But your core is engaged and chest open the whole time. If this hurts your back, you just go back to this. Okay? So we're going to lower all the way down and come up, squeezing everything together. Come down, squeeze everything together. Lower all the way down. Squeeze everything together. 2 more times. Inhale all the way down. Exhale together. One last time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. Now, bring your hands in prayer position. We're just going to twist our upper body, twisting the stomach, trying to bring our elbow down. I don't care if your elbow comes down. I just want you to really twist in that upper body and place your body in that spot. Really using your core, not your arms, to twist you. About 5 on each side if you can handle it. Slow, controlled. Patience is a virtue. And now coming down on your back, but don't let your shoulders go down. straighten out your legs if you can, or keep them bent. You're gonna flutter kick your legs. So kicking and core is really engaged. Only go as low as it's okay with your lower back. So really check in. You can lift your arms up and you can tap, or you can flutter. Some people like to use their arms too. Should be opposite arms. Good, flutter and kick. We're gonna do this for a little while. I'll time you. You can do it. I believe in you. You guys are strong. 15 more seconds. Nice chest open, neck relax as you can. If you want to bring your hands behind your head, you can. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, bring your feet together, knees wide apart. If you need to put blocks underneath your knees, feel free. Supta Baddha Konasana. Feels so good. Left hand on your heart, maybe, and right arm hand on your tummy, feeling your inhales and your exhales. So you can gently bring your thighs together, your knees together. We're going to do a supported bridge. So if you have a block, grab it. If you don't have a block, you can get some books maybe, or pillow. Or you can do this without blocks as well. So we're going to do a supported bridge. So bring your heels close to your bum and lift up your hips up to the ceiling. We're going to place our block. You can place it on the lowest side if you want, or medium. I'm going to do medium, but make sure it's right on your sacrum, flat part of your back. And let's just adjust here for a minute, just letting that back melt into the block. And if you can, maybe try straightening your legs out. If this hurts your back at all, then you can lower the block or take the block out completely. Let your back just melt into that. And then once you're ready, we're going to walk our heels over to the right side of our mat. So almost trying to get off the mat to the right side. And then keeping your middle body on the block, lift your arms up overhead and walk your hands over to the right as well. So you're kind of in a banana shape. Really stretching that side body, reaching through it. Taking deep breaths. Gently walk your hands back to center, and then your legs, and just let the body just kind of recalibrate a little bit. You can walk your left feet over to the left side, and your arm, over to the left side banana. Just, you can always get a little bit deeper with each inhale and exhale. Come back to the center and again just lay here for just a minute longer. Bring your knees in towards the block. And again, just let it recalculate. Bring your arms back down flat. A little bit more stretching here. So if you want to bring your right leg up to the sky and really flex that foot. And just before we try anything else, just try and bring your leg as close to your head as possible. Your toes reaching for your face. And a nice hamstring straight. Everything else could be relaxed. If you need a little bit more, you can bring your hands on your thigh, maybe giving it a little pull. I have a really bad right hamstring, so it's hard for me. And it's melting it into the block. Bring your right foot down, your left leg up, really flexing your foot, toes flexed. Oh, sorry. First, let's try to do it on this side as well. And then grab your thigh and pull it more. Maybe you can rotate your ankle too. I should have done on the other side. We'll do the other side again. You can rotate your ankle one way and the other. Bring your left leg down. Let's come back to the right leg. Maybe pulling it a little bit closer this time and just rotating that ankle and pointing and flexing. Let's do the left leg again. Get it nice and close to you. Keep pointing and flexing. Now keep your left leg up and bring your right leg up. We're just gonna do a supported shoulder stand here and just letting everything, gravity take hold of everything. While we're doing that, we're gonna stretch out our wrists so we can talk. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your left hand and just circle with your thumb and your finger over around the wrist and just right below your where your hand is. And you're gonna lift up the skin like you're trying to pop off your hand, and just try to massage that area. Just make sure your hand is kind of loosey goosey, and you're just gonna pop it off and then massage it right in that area with all of the wrists. It's really good exercise. And then you can rotate your wrists one way and the other. You can almost do that with your wrists. Let's do the other side. So again, grab your wrist with your right hand and just try to pop off your hand. Pop. And just rotate it. Just give it a little massage. And then you can rotate your wrist. Maybe flexing your bring your right foot down gently and your left foot down. And again, just let your back recalibrate. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Bring your block out from under you and lower all the way down nice and slowly. Bring your arms out to a T and your knees into your chest. And we're just going to rock slowly one side to the other. Don't put your knees all the way down on the ground. Just kind of use your breath. Like inhale when you center and exhale when you go to one side. Inhale, center, exhale. Just getting a nice little massage on your back. And when you've evened out, you can bring your knees all the way down to the right, keeping your shoulders on the ground as much as you can. And maybe looking over your left shoulder. And bringing your knees back into center. And slowly bringing them over to the left side. Maybe looking over the right shoulder. And bring everything into the middle and grabbing your shins or knees or whatever, just give them a little circle to one way and then the other way. And we're gonna get a nice little back massage. And keeping your knees bent, bring your feet up to the ceiling and you can grab onto your bottoms of your feet or your shins or your thighs, whatever's accessible to you. And try to bring your knees into your armpits while you're melting your hips and your shoulders into the mat. Now, if you want to rock side to side, feel free. Bring your knees into your chest, squeezing everything in, even your face. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lengthening out your legs. Let your feet flop over. Coming into Shavasana. So your arms can be at your sides with your palms maybe facing up. I invite you to close your eyes again and let go of all the breathing techniques we've talked about and anything else we talked about. Just let everything go. In general, it seems that as a society, we want it now is a common theme. This attitude can be helpful in bringing projects to fruition and being generally productive, but is not the whole picture. We cannot ask the garden to grow faster than it naturally grows, because if we do ask that, we either make the garden sick with chemicals to make it grow faster, or we make ourselves sick by being in constant expectation of something that will not happen. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Big breath in. Big sigh out. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe rotating your wrists and your ankles. Move back to the mat. Stretch your arms, both arms overhead, legs both together. Stretch yourselves in the opposite directions. Bring your knees into your chest. And bring your knees to one side, whichever side is your most comforting side. You can place your head in your hands and just take a moment to thank your body for what it has done. Using your hands, push yourself back up. Maybe you keep your eyes closed if you wish, or looking to the ground. And come to a nice seated position again. Find your sits bones, maybe rocking back and forth again. Nice long spine, shoulders down and away from your ears. Feeling your breath come in and out your nose. Place one hand on your heart, maybe your left hand, and then your right hand on top of it. And just bow slightly. Thank you so much for joining me for this Vinyasa Flow practice. I hope everyone stays healthy and happy. I hope that you can take what we've learned from being patient on the mat to your life off the mat. And I'm going to leave you with this one quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Namaste. Thank you so much.